Hey everybody, welcome to the Evviva Experience. This is a podcast made at CrossFit Evviva, and this is our first episode, and I'd like to introduce my hosts, Mr. Byron Gold, Mr. Rodger Devers, and special guest member Kelly Hamlin.
Yay.
Hello.
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 So the idea behind this podcast is we're reaching out to our gym, family members, other people who are interested in the stuff that we're doing. We're going to talk about CrossFit, of course, because we do CrossFit, nutrition, fitness-related things. We also want to talk about how we're living the Evviva lifestyle.
Rawness.
The rawness of the world and the positivity of the world. And we're just we're trying to create a platform for rich and varied discussions of all sorts.
Wow.
I love that.
Rawness of positivity. Say it.
I'm not going to say rawness. Oh, speaking of not going to say, what is our safe word of the episode?
Cactus.
Cactus. That's brilliant.
I like it.
What do we need the safe word for?
All right, safe word is when Kelly goes astray and starts talking about, racist propaganda or
That
her
is
own.
my normal.
Yes.
Like she
And
normally
so-
does.
So
All
we
the time.
use cactus casually. We say, "Oh, I wish I could. I forgot to water my cactus," and that brings us, that word brings us back to a place that we can carry forward without getting sued
Yes.
or offending.
All those things.
The major
Yes.
goal of this podcast is not to get sued.
Exactly.
What are we drinking this evening?
If we're not getting sued, we're not doing it right. Let's be honest.
That's true.
If we're not getting in
Oh.
trouble with somebody, we're not making enough noise.
Right.
We need a lawyer on retainer. Do you guys know anybody?
I
Oh.
don't.
We're drinking
Okay.
PBRs tonight in the can.
Yes.
They don't make PBR.
Kelly's drinking a Soleil.
Soleil. It's
Soleil.
French for sun. I just learned that yesterday.
That's
And
true.
it's lime flavored.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's natural.
Totally. It says so.
For those of you joining us on the video, hello, by the way. Kelly would like to talk about her headphone situation.
It's my daughter's, and I can't hear anything unless I hold a button.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on there.
She's going to hold the button this whole time.
It's like a CrossFit finger workout.
Button wad.
Button. Yeah. All right.
Nice. Are there any announcements?
Yeah, let's talk about I got some announcements. I'm announcing right now the new Evviva children's class.
Oh,
Go douche. Parents, get ready. I'm going to whip your little whippersnappers into shape.
So excited.
Starting
Yeah.
July 17th,
no one was going to be so
1 o'clock. Okay?
about Tuesday.
More details to come. It's going to be awesome. Ages 5 to 12. Okay?
Cool.
That's a big one because I love coaching kids.
That's
It's
gonna be
just a
amazing.
big game the whole time. And that's pretty much what we all are anyway. It's like, I was trying to explain this to Dee Dee today. I said, this is just like PE class. But
I didn't like PE class.
I hated PE
oh,
too.
man.
PE
that
class
was my
was the
favorite
worst.
class in high school.
It was the worst. It was the absolute worst. Yeah. All right. Well, cool.
Shout out to everybody that came out for the 24-hour Hero WOD Challenge. It was super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like, oh my gosh, OMG. I was wrecked, but it was...
Yeah. You want to know
Still
wrecked?
wrecked.
There was a
I mean,
guy that started falling apart,
Yeah.
started losing it a little bit.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah.
I'm not.
I lost it.
I don't want to. I
Whatever.
don't want to
We all
name
cracked.
names. But
I was
yeah.
impressed, though, because you guys came in from that run, and, like, the next step was, like, you cleaned the whole gym.
I know if I didn't do it then, it wasn't going to happen.
It
Yeah.
wasn't.
Wow.
If it wasn't
Yeah.
going to happen.
That's impressive.
But what
I-
the cool thing was, though, is that at 3 a.m., right, is when this was all going down, the people who were there were the people who earned the shirt. There's a new Evviva shirt that you cannot buy. You can only earn it. And it's never given to you. You earn it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a black shirt.
It's black.
It's the black
When
one.
you
The
see
black
someone
shirt.
wearing a black shirt, I want you to know that they
earned.
earned that shirt.
Or stole
If I'm
it.
doing something amazing. Being at the gym at 3 a.m. to work out is no small
Yeah.
feat. After running
It's impressive.
6 miles,
That was so fun.
doing some thrusters,
That's
now
awesome.
that is a pretty cool thing.
I underestimated how fun it would be to do
Yeah.
all those workouts just partnered
Yeah.
and to see that energy. Man, I was super into it.
That's
Staying up
pretty
all
awesome.
night. Rodger saved the day. Good job.
Yeah, well,
He stayed. He got off the plane, came in, worked out, stayed up all night,
all night.
like at a rave.
Yeah, that's
When
where
you
yeah,
went.
That's
You went back to your rave training
back
and
to
stayed up
my
all night.
rave days. In
When you had pink
Eugene.
hair and
Yeah,
what was your rave name?
Scotty. I wore a kilt.
Cactus Ball. So, here we are with Kelly Hamlin, our special guest today.
Hi, Kelly.
We are so excited to have you here. So when we first decided to do a podcast, we were at Tacovore, and we were all looked at each other and decided unanimously that you were going to be our first guest because we just love you to death.
There was no other option.
No other option. You just make us feel so great. And we really, really enjoy your company. And we know that you would make us feel comfortable and fun, even though it's 1,000,000 degrees up here at the top.
It is hot.
At the
It's
top of
warm.
Evviva.
It's warm. I'm
Yes.
happy to be here and
I am
swelter.
too. You know what? It's a fun Friday.
Yeah,
We're
it's
having
Friday.
a good time.
Right.
And I mean, I think we all feel the same way when we say that every time Kelly walks in the room, it's like, you know, it's a great time. I know
It
that
is.
when I have a class and then you see you walk in, you know, you're like cheerleading, you're pumping,
Oh.
you're hot bitch voice. It's just
Yeah,
cutting
it's-
through.
It's always great.
You
She
think my
is
voice is high?
awesome.
Yeah, give me a oh yeah.
No, that's horrible. Don't do that.
That was
Cactus.
not right.
Yeah, don't ever do that.
Jesse
But-
did not
but-
like that. That was a little
yeah,
off pitch.
I
Edit.
yeah. She's always done that. That's the magic of Kelly Hamlin is that
Oh.
she just walks in no matter what's going on and she's always smiling. And it's an inspiration. It's inspirational, because I'm there and I'm like hanging on by a thread. It's like, oh, this day was so bad and now I'm going to work out. And it's going to be awesome, but then Kelly walks in and it's just like light. It's like,
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Knowing
It's
that.
a lot
now.
of pressure
I mean,
now.
When you come in now, you're like, what if you're having a bad day? Like, I'm not up.
gosh, I
I
have
can't
to
you
perform
better be
today.
on. You have got to be on. I mean,
We depend on you.
because if I have a bad day and then you're having a bad day, I mean, I
just regroup.
can't be responsible
That's it.
for my actions.
That's it.
Oh,
I'll pull it together before I come in just for you, Rodger.
yes. Thank you.
Kelly, how did you get into CrossFit?
Well, actually, I befriended Tiffany Barfield, who's amazing.
Mistake.
Yeah. What'd you
Keep
say?
going. I'm just kidding. But you befriend.
I befriended her. And we met at our kids' gymnastics place, and I was talking about trying to get in shape, which I was not anywhere near. And she invited
Wait a minute. Back up.
Whoa.
What kind of stuff were you doing before? What kind of exercise
having
stuff?
babies.
Oh,
That's not a, okay.
As an exercise,
That is an exercise.
1 rep every 9 months.
Well, what did you do? What did you do? Like younger
that's a
years
big
before you
rep.
had babies.
Oh, I ran.
You were a runner,
I ran in middle school and high school.
like cross country.
Cross country and track. Yeah, I did.
From the
distance.
bullies?
I did.
Did you
distance.
enjoy it? Did you play any sports like
I loved
like
it.
ball sports
I
or
played
like
soccer.
basketball? Or?
I played soccer for 5 years, and I bowled for like 6 years. It's a sport. Shut your face.
Do you do it where you like you got kind of curves in?
I went to nationals.
What's your highest score?
I went to I don't remember. I was
Liar.
I was
You
the-
totally know. If you played for 6 years, you know your high score. You're a liar.
We went to Reno. We were team 72 of 72 lanes. It was awesome. We were the worst team there.
What was the guy's name from Kingpin?
It was so
Bill
fun.
Murray's character.
Bill, yeah.
Roy McKernan
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
My mom and I were on a team. Yeah, I ran though, but then I tore my hip flexor and
I feel like we should talk about bowling some
got
more.
out of.
Running's
I
boring.
could bring my ball
You
here.
tore your hip flexor?
I tore my hip flexor. I went to Steen's running camp 3 times.
Oh, you were that good.
Well, I mean, I
The Steen's
ran.
running camp that's no joke. That's
It's
a
no
legit.
joke. Yeah, I broke a finger one year. I tore my ligaments in my right ankle.
What? I was a great runner. I tore
did.
my finger.
So fast.
I broke my finger. We were crawling out of the canyon, and someone stepped on a rock. It stepped on my finger and broke my finger. I had heat stroke the first year, had to be drug out of the canyon. The third year, I did the big day by
This
myself.
all
the
makes
whole
so much
time.
more sense now.
I know it.
You were
You didn't
extreme.
know this?
You have this
You
inside
didn't
you.
know this about me?
I did not.
No.
Oh my gosh, new things.
But I guarantee you, when they dragged her out of the canyon, she had a smile on her face.
I
Yeah.
did.
That
It
just
was-
sounds so badass. Like you
it
got
was-
drug,
it was
drug
a-
out of a can.
the
So
big
were you
day.
searching for
sounds
something
hard.
something like this again that you could experience those?
I've never had that feeling again until I started doing CrossFit.
That's what I'm saying. Were you kind of?
Yeah.
Did you know that you?
I
wanted,
don't think I knew I needed that. No, not at all. But I had my babies and giving birth to children.
Yeah, I heard
That's
I heard that's tough.
That, it hurts for a minute or so, but then they're there and you forget all
oh,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's fine.
And it's just like I could do this
I don't
a
think it's
million
hard.
times.
yeah. It's,
I've seen it done.
No. Twice, right?
No comment. It looked really, really intense when I saw it.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think I knew I needed that until
So what made you decide like I want to do that?
it was the first workout.
No, but what made you decide that because you were just being polite with
Oh,
Tiffany?
totally being polite.
That's the only reason you came.
Oh yeah, totally.
Good job, Tiff.
Yeah, she did good.
She did.
She got me here, and then Caitlin, she was my first coach, first time. I was so intimidated by her, and I loved every minute of it, and it was awful and amazing, and I couldn't stop coming back. So yeah, and then the first time I met you was like a month later, and I came to a 4:30 class, and there was all these extremely buff, intense people, and I was terrified, and you were amazing. So
You're welcome.
yeah.
Wow, they finally said it.
That's it. Nailed it.
I love all the coaches.
Oh, I
here.
thought she was talking to me.
Oh, you were amazing too. The one
Was
time
I
you
buff
coached
and
me.
intense?
Everybody was.
It used to be where, yeah.
Yeah, super. Yeah, it's been amazing. So I've been coming 3 years now,
That's amazing too.
Yeah.
And your mom comes.
and my mom started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 64, and
She does. She is cooler than you.
she.
BT
I know.
does.
I know she is.
Vicky's awesome.
Yeah, she went.
You're
to,
second to her.
Thank you. Well, I
That
take
wouldn't
that
be
as a
the-
I
compliment.
mean, I don't know why you gotta keep saying it.
I take it as a compliment.
She's
My
the greatest.
My parents are
I mean,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Well, you can see
true.
where she gets it from,
Oh,
Right.
right?
now I got to make her listen. To
Okay.
It's good. One more listen. It gets us.
Yeah, yeah.
It gets us something.
Okay, so
Yeah.
We have one
What
listener.
about your story? Tell us a little bit about Kelly Hamlin.
Oh my gosh. Well, so I think. Shoot.
It's all right.
do it.
Okay, hold on. I'm regrouping. So let's see. A year into starting to come here, I was diagnosed with young onset Parkinson's, which is what it is. But
It sucks.
yeah, throughout the whole process of being here and 4 months of testing, went to OHSU a couple times. Like some people here, Byron, knew Rodger knew what was gonna going on, and coming here was the one thing that kept me staying positive, because I might have looked positive, but I was not feeling positive, because it's a hard thing to look into your future and be like, that's what you're going to look like. That's what people are going to see you as. And you don't want to be a disease. You want to be a person. And coming here has been like, it's therapy, it's medication, it's the community, and I can't not come here.
Do you feel like it was hard for you to say, "Hey, I have Parkinson's" at first?
Oh yeah, I still don't usually say it.
Because
very
it was
often.
like, here it is.
Yeah.
Like you had it, but you almost had it like a secret.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I still remember freaking out to my dad on the phone and crying for like half an hour, and my dad screaming at me saying, "You got to snap out of it. This is not you. It is what it is. Now shut up about it and move on."
Yeah.
And that's how he's always.
I mean,
been,
that's what
so.
they're just
Yeah, and that's
tough.
what it is. And you're like, okay, you got a few weeks to be upset, and then you got 3 kids, you got a husband, you know, you got stuff, and that's it. So you move on. So, but coming to CrossFit and medication movement is the number one medication. I was on medication for a year and got off of it because it was awful, and I was feeling awful, and
Yeah, you're way better. Which
Yeah.
is insane to me that
Yeah.
that you'd go off of all the things they
Right.
told you to do,
right.
and you're doing way better.
Yeah,
Hello.
because it stopped a lot of symptoms, but it brought on other symptoms. And once you're getting those symptoms, it triggers symptoms, and it's just
It was definitely hard for you.
It was hard.
You moved horribly.
yeah, totally.
You worked out horribly. I mean,
Yeah.
I just watched you do stuff, and I was like, she's can't even like.
And even when I have bad days now, I think that was worse than when
Yeah, I agree.
when I'm not feeling well normally.
Because you weren't peppy
No.
You didn't have the
no,
fire.
no pep. So
Yeah.
I think I got my pep back. But yeah.
So what made you say, you know what, I'm not, because it just felt so crappy? You were like, I'm not taking these anymore.
Yeah, I went up to OHSU the second time, and I hated it. I hated everything about it. I hated that they don't listen to you. They don't treat you like a person. The people that I saw, I'm not saying all doctors, of
Because
course.
they just treat you as like a...
Doctors
as
are
a disease
evil.
or,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
or whatever it is,
that
right?
freaking doctor didn't even remember that
Kelly
I
Hamlin
wasn't
said
from
that.
Portland. He kept thinking I lived in Portland and inviting me to his CrossFit gym. Hey, when you're driving down the street, I'm like, I don't live in Portland. Like, he was just looking at me as someone who's young, who has Parkinson's. It's a very rare thing, apparently. And that, okay, I don't know. And we need to get him all these medications and all these things. And I was just like, had researched a bunch of different things. Angela Albin had given me a particular diet to follow, the Walls Protocol, which is the one I follow now. And I started researching a shit ton. Is that okay?
It's over.
That's
okay.
it.
Cactus.
Cactus. Oh,
About-
Cactus.
About holistic healing and movement, and so I got off of the medication. It took me a month to get off of it, and then I exercise, and I have an extremely strict diet, and I mean that's. But if you can, and I don't know, I'm gonna do that for as long as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the power back. You
Yeah.
got the control.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. Mentally, it helps you out.
She got her groove back, you may say.
I did, like Stella.
Who?
It's a movie.
Okay, so I'm sad to report that although you, our listeners and viewers, don't know this, we just recorded this segment and I forgot to hit record, and you're going to know why that's such a crappy thing in just a second. So this is a section we call the 30 Questions WOD, and the idea is we get a member, we give them like a short workout, and then we rapid fire 30 questions at them. But today, Byron has brought Cornferno, the hottest popcorn in the world, which is a sponsor potentially. And so we are all going to eat
I talked to him.
a
They're
good
in.
a good amount of this Cornferno and bear
Ghost peppers.
the capsaicin.
Yeah. Ghost pepper.
So normally in this segment, I would be making some kind of nutritional advice, not that I, but here we
No.
are. We're gonna eat hot, spicy food.
hot
We're
popcorn.
just gonna eat hot popcorn.
Hot popcorn.
Totally.
No,
Holy
take it easy. Take it easy.
crap.
Whoa. There's not enough.
Oh, there's not enough.
My hand is so small.
Damn it.
Okay. Just up, down the hatches.
All right,
And
there
then
we
as soon
go.
as- Wait.
All right.
As soon as we do this, we're gonna go right into 30 questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you gotta let me
Are you going to do your
eat
clock?
it first.
Yeah. Well,
All right,
no,
we
you
got to
do your
time
clock.
this.
Okay.
This
You
is
got
this is to set the record for 30 questions.
Okay.
3, 2,
two,
1,
one.
go. Oh, horrible. All right, it's horrible.
It's actually pretty tasty.
Cornferno is awesome. I love them, but
Of all the hot popcorns, I prefer Cornferno the most.
when I like to light my mouth on fire,
Oh, that's way hotter than last time.
I prefer Cornferno.
That's way hotter.
.com. Oh,
.com.
son of a sweet Lord Almighty.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Favorite
it.
exercise.
Double unders.
Rodger.
What was your high school nickname?
Harris.
That's a lame nickname.
What's your favorite
It's not. It's my maiden name.
favorite CrossFit workout?
Damn it. What is it? Cardio bunny.
Okay.
Favorite NASCAR driver.
Oh my gosh, my mom. Not my mom.
Your mom tries now.
God, your mom
That's
gets
a-
cooler all the time.
Favorite NASCAR driver.
I can't. Bush, Carl Bush, George Bush.
George
we're losing her.
George H.W. Bush.
Senior.
Okay.
know, my mom
That's
was so
great.
disappointed.
Who's going to take over the world, monkeys or robots?
Robots.
And why? It's a two-part question.
Because monkeys will die and robots will not.
Any hobbies?
CrossFit.
This is way hotter.
This is quite a
Okay.
bit.
Favorite boy band.
My Chemical Romance?
Is
No.
that a boy band?
No,
They're
it's
boys.
not. I mean,
They're not a boy
that's
band.
not a boy band.
Think like, boy bands.
New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block.
And KOTB.
Woo!
Have you ever saved an animal?
Yes. Yes.
What was your first car?
My car was a 19-something Volvo. It was yellow.
Volvo?
Team Jacob or Team Edward?
Edward.
Fries or tots?
Fries.
Bucket list item.
Going to Greece.
Favorite holiday?
I like Thanksgiving.
When's the last time you
Oh, man.
flexed in the mirror?
Every damn day.
What is the secret to surviving the zombie apocalypse?
Running.
Favorite drink?
Smoothies.
Favorite smoothie?
Oh, shit.
A green with blueberries.
Green is not a flavor.
That's true.
Green. Leafy greens.
I'm getting like ear pressure.
Yeah.
I'm getting
this
that.
This is good. This is
This
good.
is-
This is
Favorite movie quote?
I'm gonna need a bigger boat. I think I'm
Ducks or beavers?
ducks.
What's your sign? I mean,
Gemini.
what's your road
I'm
sign?
twice the fun.
What do you mean by what's your road sign? That's such
I
a
don't
weird
know.
question.
It's a weird question.
Jesse, your turn.
What is the most useless animal on earth?
A guinea pig. I've got 4 of them.
That's such a good question.
I love them all.
Favorite food cart?
Denny!
Always Danang. Always Danang. Sponsor.
Potential.
Republican or Democrat?
Neither.
Yeah.
Where would you go if you were invisible?
I.
Say it.
Just say it.
Boys'
Just say
locker
it.
room. Say it. Boys' locker room.
The locker room of people.
My final question: Jesse or Rodger?
Oh,
Oh, I can't answer that. They're both studly.
what a bounty.
Jesse's crying right
Last
now.
one. Yeah, I'm not doing good. Guilty
Ooh.
pleasure food.
Nachos.
Nachos.
Boom. Kelly Hamlin.
That's nacho cheese.
30
what was your time?
questions in 4 minutes.
Whoa.
Great job.
That's massive. That's
That was 2-minute time improvement
That's
over
amazing.
last time.
Let's never do this again.
Never
And I
again.
don't think that was even close to
Oh
30
my
questions.
God.
It was.
I will never use my mouth again.
Okay.
I lied.
Okay, so a weekly thing we're going to have on this podcast is going to call Rodger's Rant because he gets on these little rants, we like to call them, and he just starts going off on something that, that nobody really cares about but him. But we're going to talk about it today, and he's just going to go off on a rant, and then we're going to put a 3-minute time cap on this for everyone's attention span.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody's going to make it 3 minutes, to be honest.
Yeah, I get
Watching.
probably.
There's a 3-minute time
I mean-
cap on the rant, and then
All
we'll
right.
discuss it
Yeah,
We'll
after.
discuss
then
it.
we're
We'll
going
rant
to discuss it.
we'll
All
rant on
right.
the rant.
Okay. So my rant today, it's a common rant. It's about mental toughness.
Wow.
Mental
One of my
toughness.
favorite subjects.
Yeah,
is
mental
wonderful.
toughness. I don't know if you guys are aware, but the public of the United States is not very mentally tough.
How do you define a mental toughness? That's a good question.
I just, the ability to overcome challenges without posting on Facebook. I think, I think that is, so here's the deal. When I was growing up, my parents were awesome, hardworking people, but sometimes they were a little short on money, and there was times, not a lot, I had to bathe with lava soap. And if you're not aware of what lava soap is, it's soap that has pumice in it, and it's meant to grind the dirt off you. It's not really.
Is it cheaper?
I mean, it's not very
Is
expensive.
it just what?
You could still get
You
lava
can buy it.
soap. Yeah, you could get lava.
What's the
but
point
Sure,
of this?
sure.
What's the point of this?
well, what I'm saying is that if you wash your nether regions with lava soap, you are going to be mentally tougher for that endeavor. I challenge everyone. go wash your genitals with lava soap.
And don't post it on Facebook.
And don't post it on Facebook. It's just part of life. You know, I did it because that was the soap. I had to wash. I used lava. Became tougher for it.
Did you know it when you were like, God, this is going to pay off one day? And just like
No, it was
just,
horrible.
Like,
it's not fun.
Scrubbing all the dirt off your junk and just like, this is
It
great.
is not fun at all.
How much dirt can be down there, though?
I usually
I mean, I was a
much
teenager.
dirt.
I was a teenager. I mean, you know, and so anyway, what I'm saying is, people.
What does that mean? There's more dirt when you're a teenager?
Than
Keep
now.
going.
Yes, I would say yes. There's more at that point. Cactus. But you know, it comes back to the idea that you can overcome challenges. You can overcome it. You don't, and that's why I love the fact that Kelly Hamlin's our special guest this week. She overcomes challenges and she does it with a smile on her face and with a great attitude.
Aw,
But
thanks,
what about
Rodger.
the pumice
Soap?
I don't get it.
All right, that
bring
was
it
an
back.
example of okay. This is what
what
you
a
have.
great way to use an example, something no one can relate to. That's a great thing to
Everybody
use.
that is my age,
No one knows what that shit is.
go Google, and this is the stupid.
Oh yeah, I'll just
go
Google it. You just said it, Google
lava, Google
Goes against
lava
everything.
soap.
Oh my god.
You got to Google it. But it was soap. All right, the thought was the soap sucks. We need something to scrape your skin off.
What? Why?
Because
Why do you need to scrape your skin off?
There is nothing cleaner than when you like get down, like you get past that first few layers of skin, which you don't really need.
It's a rant.
All right? You don't need those first 3 layers or 4 layers of skin.
Mm-hmm.
They're just messing with you. They're just weighing you down. Get rid of those. Use the pumice soap. It'll scrape all that off. The soap is horrible, but it's the pumice that scrapes it all off.
So what you're saying is the layers
And-
of skin are things that bother
Yeah.
people, and the pumice
No.
is the mental toughness?
Yes, mental toughness. Do that. Wash your entire body in lava soap.
I kind of
And-
want to do it now.
I'm
And-
speechless. I don't even know what to say to this. It's ridiculous.
it's
It's
not.
nothing to do with mental toughness.
If you can
This
do
is
it,
the most ridiculous thing you've ever said. And it's supposed to be your rant?
It might be
What
worth.
shit is this? You're talking about layers of skin?
that you
What's that to
don't
do with
need.
mental toughness? Nothing to do with
Listen.
anything. This is
The challenge.
Saguaro
the challenge.
the
cactus.
challenge is like to listen to this. This is my mental toughness challenge.
Whoever
It's to make it through this rant.
No, I'm telling you, you'll be a tougher person if you wash yourself with lava soap.
I'm not going to do it.
I mean, everything. You have to wash it all.
I have no further questions.
I sort of want to try it. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
I mean, I think you should. I think, but you can't tell anyone. I mean, don't make a big deal out of it. Just like wash yourself and like.
can we have like, what is my signal to you? Like my subtle signal to you that I've washed everything.
You walk in and you
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
just throw on
Yeah.
the rock.
yeah. You know.
You don't
or-
bump it. You just look at him, make eye contact, and
Okay.
that's how they know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You extend. So for
extend
those of you not watching this amazing video, you extend your fist, make eye contact.
No one will know.
No.
No.
Everybody's gonna know. That's how. That's the.
This
I would
is
be
our
ama- yeah.
challenge.
Are you a spokesperson for lava soap?
No, I just
Like,
I
what's the
think I
brand?
mean it's you know it
I was totally caught off guard with
toughness.
that.
It's
Man.
toughness in
I
a bar
thought
of
that,
soap.
that had some serious potential to be an awesome rant.
I mean,
He's like, yes.
That had some great. I mean, I was like getting pumped up. You're like mental. I was like,
Yeah.
yes. And then it went into beauty products.
it's
And it was like a hard luck story about your parents not having any money. And then
Scrubbing your
and
balls.
you're
with
talking
soap.
about laying skin.
right because the only
fuck?
soap that people had in their house when they were short on money was lava because
I don't
nobody
know if
ever
that was
used
a thing.
the
No
lava
one I
soap.
know
I
is
think
using
it was
lava
lie.
soap.
Lie. People made soap out of lie.
Yeah, I mean, but no, I mean, lava.
Lie.
That's really what you chose. You're lying to me. You have something, right? Yeah.
I just
You have something
I mean,
real.
I just think that
Brain.
if you do that, you're going to be tougher.
That's amazing.
Ridiculous thing ever. It's so.
It might be worth mentioning at this point that the combination of hot food and beer is like kind of creeping up on everybody. So
That's true. I need to go bathe in lava.
I do kind of want to try it. I'm going to say it again.
No, I do. I want to say this about mental toughness, though. I think it's a thing it's a skill that you need to practice.
Yeah.
It's not something that you're born with, right? Because we all know we all have children. Mm-hmm. You're not tough, right? Some kids have more and whatever, but it's something that's a skill that you need to constantly work on. I'll call it sharpening the knife. It gets dull. You got to sharpen it again. Sometimes
With
it cuts
lava.
you. No soap. But the point being is that this is a great thing to do. Eat hot foods when you don't want to eat hot foods.
Yeah.
Mental toughness.
It's totally tougher now because
Those
of
kinds of things are important. That's what I think Rodger was trying to say.
Is that what you were trying to say, Rodger?
No, I like the image of everyone in their bathtubs washing with
Wow.
lava soap.
Okay.
We would be better as a society.
Lava
We'd be
soap
stronger.
could
We
be a
would not
potential
take crap
sponsor.
from the Russians anymore. That's all I'm going to say about it.
I like that you tried bringing it back around.
I know.
No, I wasn't trying to bring it back around. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right.
I feel like that needs to be said
Okay.
because there's no bringing that back around.
That's
Dead.
I mean, that was like a car falling off a cliff. I was like, it's going off the cliff. I can't stop it, but I just don't believe it. He's going off
but
on
it's
a rain
one of
hot
those.
soap.
It was one of those that didn't explode until after it landed, and then like 10 seconds later, it exploded.
Did you guys just imagine Rodger's driving down the road and he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk about pumice soap. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. That's a good one.
All
It
right.
actually kind of unfolded like that.
Hey, man, I love you, man. That's great.
All right.
You're awesome.
Rodger's rant, everybody. That's
Yeah.
it.
We'd like to thank everyone for joining us for this first initial podcast. We had a blast for
So
this,
much
Kelly.
fun.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out
Thank you.
and being here on a Friday in this hot room
It was fun.
and
So
eating hot popcorn with us.
Oh my gosh.
And listen to Rodger
Twice.
just babble on and blah, blah, and waste our time
Lava soap.
about
Yeah, it was only 3
things.
minutes.
Go buy some.
It was way longer than 3 minutes.
It was.
He was a generous 3 he gave you.
Fat 3.
Wasted our time. I was so excited about that too. But tell your friends about it. It's gonna be better because we're gonna be
It's just uphill from here,
we're
people.
gonna
I
just-
can't
just-
promise that.
it's
I
just
can't
gonna-
promise that.
We're gonna get picked up and Cornferno's gonna jump on board.
Cornferno.
Awesome.
and if any sponsors are watching this and they wanna sponsor us, we'll shamelessly sell out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, we will sell the hell out.
Denang.
Well, I mean, that'd be weird to wear. Denang. They have probably clothing.
Yeah.
Tony's
Tony
got,
has a shirt.
No,
Tony's got
he-
Da Nang
He
flip-flops.
totally cooks naked. Yeah, he wears clothing.
Lava soap.
Yeah.
Cactus.
All right. All right.
right.
Thanks, you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.